we live? Are we live?
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Oh, I'm jumpy a little bit.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. Who's here? Say hi. All right. All right. We're done with the song. Maybe not. Mr. Roblox is here. Good morning, Uday. It is. Oh, you call me beautiful. Thank you. I don't know why but I'm like, look, I just hurried and brushed my hair, hurried and brushed my teeth. Yeah, Mr. Roblox, you're the first comment. Devan Shoes here. All right. First, let me say, I'm sorry I missed last week. I did. And I don't even have a good excuse. The only excuse I really have that I missed last week, it's just been depressing. Everything's just been depressing lately. You're very beautiful. You know you look like famous, beautiful TikTok. I look like a famous, beautiful TikToker? Thank you. I mean, I guess that's good because when I think of TikTok, I think of like young people. So, and my hair, look how long my hair is getting. But I didn't come on last week because, I am going to talk about this live too. Tessa. Look, I have to do something with my background too because I got my green screen, but I don't want to take it. Anyway, we'll talk about that later because I did want to talk about a specific subject today, the Umbrella Academy Season 2, which comes on. We always do, don't we, Tessa? Me and Tessa. Tessa, listen, before we get to talking about this, we should go back. So tell me if y'all agree with this. We should get, me and Mama Skiki, we used to do like weekly kind of live streams on each other's YouTube channels, right? We did like the comic book. On yours, we talked about the comic book and stuff. But I'm just miss talking to you. I miss our live streams. I think we should try to maybe like one day a week take turns on each other's. We can do that. Take turns on each other. Shirley leave. Take turns on each other's and maybe just like a 30-minute live stream because I miss it. Even though last week I skipped. They're going to bring that up. We definitely knew, right? I mean, we did the comic book thing, but then it's not like I'm going to comic book stores and getting, I guess you can order them and stuff. We could talk about, Tessa. We could even start that because one big thing is the topic today that we're talking about, the Umbrella Academy Season 2. And you know it's based off the Umbrella Academy Netflix, based off a comic series, which my friend Tessa, right there, Mama Skiki, has read. And we have discussed in detail just together between us, because we're BFFs, that all the differences from the comic book Season 2 or or even in the first one, because I don't even know the differences in the first. One big thing that she told me, like that I don't want to give spoilers on it. Maybe we're gonna talk about it later. I think that would be a good subject though. To see a comic book versus show discussion next. I guess we could do it next week because then we can talk about the spoilers. Let's plan it, Tessa. Let's plan it. I'm excited now. Let me catch up on my comments. Devon said, in India, COVID is controlled 60%, but in USA, well, that's why I just said last week I didn't even come on because I was depressed because things here are just so bad. And then on top of it, people aren't controlling the spread. How many people I fight with about just wearing a mask? And then on top of it, they want to send our kids back to school. It's been so stressful, y'all. I've been getting these headaches. I get headaches like sometimes before, but I feel like I had a headache all day yesterday and then I woke up with a headache. This is how much stress it's been. Just depressing, It is. And then when we see like people look at us around the world and we're like the biggest hotspot in the spreader of the to the COVID in the whole world, and still people fighting about wearing masks, wanting to send our kids, sacrifice them to like as like it's just that's why I've been depressed. That's why I didn't come on last week. I haven't been doing many videos because it's just I've been down. Oh look, Fabria always telling me to send love to Mama's Geeky, and then she's here. Fabria, we're doing it. Me and Mama's Geeky. You have to have you subscribed to her YouTube channel? Because starting next week, we're gonna do every other week, and this is gonna be something extra, right? And next week we're gonna be on her. Is it gonna be on yours? We don't even know yet. Maybe on Tessa's, and we're gonna talk about the difference between the comic book Umbrella Academy 2 and then the show, because y'all have time to see it then. All right, let me catch up because I saw Allison, you weren't on last week because there's no Mr. Amanda. Nobody is watching. Allison, somebody boot Allison. That's not why I wasn't on last week. You thinking Tessa, Allison has a crush on Greg. She wants Mr. Amanda to herself, and that's why she thinks we stopped doing the little duel thing, and now she thinks that's why nobody's coming to talk to me because they just want to talk to Greg. That ain't true. Fabri is here. Tejas is here. That's all that matters. My BFF, Mama's Geeky's even here. Last week, I came late on your chat. You were in a hurry. I gave some good news about you and your boyfriend. Oh, Tejas! Catch me up, because then we're going to talk about, I promise we're going to talk about the Umbrella Academy. Catch me up, Tejas. What is the good news about my boyfriend? What is he going to be on? Tejas, stop with the suspense. What is he going to be on? You were depressed. At least you had Mr. Amanda cuddle. That's true. And listen, Allison, I feel bad for Mr. Amanda, because that's what we're calling him, maybe. Because when I get stressed, I'm kind of mean. Like I was mean to him. I had to apologize many a times for being mean to him. Tessa knows. Like I get depressed and upset and especially stressed, and I'll get just snappy. So he'll say something, and I'll just snap. And don't be saying no. Don't. I shouldn't be telling Allison then that she's gonna think she can move in on my man with this. She's going to think she can move in on my man. Can we please? What kind of game, We can play a game when we do Mama's Geeky and Crazy Amanda. When we do a week on me, we should think of a game, Tessa. All right. Mr. Carius is here. Greg is a saint. Yes. Oh, he subscribed to your channel. So Fabria's going to see us together next week talking. I know. Everybody misses Greg. Hi, Rishi. I'm good. Kind of mean. Like Tessa knows when I get stressed, and then I'm in we've been depressed. Me and Tessa have been depressed together because all this. Listen, for the normal people in the U.S., for the one with common sense and stuff, that's being safe since early this year, wearing a mask every time we go out since early this year. It's depressing for people like us when we are surrounded by so much. Just stupidity, right? What else can you call it? Just stupidity. Oh, Teja's gonna tell me what my boyfriend. All right. Hrithik Roshan is gonna be on next Oscars. He will be one of the jury who will vote the nominees and also Oscar team nominate. So he's gonna be on the board to pick this is like the Oscars US, like the big. I don't know. I'm just asking because I don't know if other countries have their own Oscars or what. Is this like the U.S. or if India, I don't know. Does India have their own? I don't know. Phone boot 2021. Oh, he was invited he's coming to the U.S. to go to Oscars. Tejas. Is Tessa still here? Because I don't care if COVID is around when the next Oscars come around. If my boyfriend's going to be at the Oscars, we got to go to LA and show up, and I got to go there. I'll meet him. We got to go on the Oscars carpet. Tessa, I don't even care if COVID's around. I will take a plane, wear my mask. I'll suit up. I will go to the Oscars in a hazmat suit. You think that would scare my boyfriend away? Mr. Aquarius, listen, I have many boyfriends. Don't tell Allison. I have many boyfriends. Jason Momoa is definitely a boyfriend list, but then I got my Indian boyfriend. That's Hrithik Roshan. They just go in categories, all right? Jason Momoa is my superhero Aquaman boyfriend. Hrithik Roshan, Hrithik Roshan's higher on the list even. That's how much I love me some Hrithik Roshan. And I'm going to dress up in a hazmat suit if the corona's still around. When the Oscars come, I'll go on the carpet. You think they'll let me do? I'll get a fancy. I will bling out. I will get some of those jewels and bling out my hazmat suit on the Oscar carpet. You think they'll let me on there? I'll do it. All right. It'll be worth it. And you don't think I'm gonna practice safe stuff when I go on the plane? Y'all don't have trust in me. Mr. Amanda is an angel. Tessa, when we gonna go live together, you're gonna have to teach me how to boot people. Because Allison, she's just getting on my man too much. Also invited, I don't know, who is that? Alia Bat. I watched all Dilch. Oh, really? Oh, Rishi, I'll have to check that out. It's awful. So many dumb people. And yeah, like, what's the point? If they would listen and wear a mask, we would be done with this sooner. And that's why we've been depressed. Like, I didn't even come on. I hardly made videos this week. It's just been stressful and it's because they're talking about schools reopening. My kids are going to do virtual school. We're doing all the schools at home and everything. I don't trust this. I don't trust our government. Our government lies to us every single day, talking about from the very beginning on this. I ain't trusting, And now they put out the video of this woman. Everybody's putting out this video of the woman saying, take that hydroxychloroquine or whatever. And then you find out, like, she also said, like, autism's witchcraft and you got female problems because of demon sperm and all this. No, it's crazy. I say this all the time. I feel like I'm in the movie, if you ever seen it, the Idiocracy, where just the human race, especially here, that we're starting it here in the US. We're getting stupider and dumber and dumber. Like in that movie, they were watering their plants with Gatorade. That's what they were doing in that movie. That's what I feel like I'm stuck in. Oh, Fabria said there's only one Oscar. So we're going to this. Tessa, we are going to this. Kissing Booth season 3. I know. Listen, if you haven't gone to my blog, Guide for Moms, the number 4, I got my review on the Kissing Booth. I got some memes up. Last weekend was all Kissing Booth. But can we get in the topic today? Because that brings me to last weekend was all Netflix Kissing Booth 2, which I'm shocked. I'm like, I finally saw the first one, but I watched it and I was like, it's cute. But I'm like, I can't believe how many people are going crazy over this movie. Is it that popular? Like, people love this movie that much? I mean, I thought it was cute. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was like this following that the people have going crazy over it, you know? I mean, Tessa saw it. Did you think the Kissing Booth was that much so people like going that crazy over it? Maybe there's just not much to watch on TV. That's probably it. We can't go to movies. We're running out of stuff to watch. So when any little thing comes on that's pretty good, we just go crazy over it. Well, this weekend, we have something that's really, really good coming. I'm telling y'all, the Kissing Booth, you thought you was happy seeing the Kissing Booth 2 come on Netflix. This weekend, Friday, the Umbrella Academy season 2 comes on. Allison, you're lying. Don't believe it ain't her birthday. We done wished her and sang her like 3 happy birthday songs every week. Don't believe Allison. Let me see. I wish you scare him. He will think you're so... No, that won't scare him. He will think you're... Oh, see, that's why he's my boyfriend, Fabria Hrithik. No, I might scare... I ain't gonna... Roshan... Ritik Roshan, he'll just know I did the hazmat suit to keep him safe. They haven't given us options in my city. Crazy, I know. Oh my God, so many friends. Idiocracy for sure. Gotta go. Bye, Roblox. I don't want to copy you. Okay, bye, Tessa, because I'm gonna start talking about the Umbrella Academy. Can we just? I'm gonna stop reading comments for a minute, or just comments on the Umbrella Academy. Because whoever watched the first season, who has watched? I'll knock her out if you have. So curious. You go with Amanda just in case she lets her hormones. Nah, I will. First of all, I will let my hormones. Like if I see Ritik Roshan in person, you better bet that my hormones are gonna be going sky high. I mean, that's just a given. I never even met my other boyfriend, Jason Momoa, never met him in person. But when Tessa was there, when I met Keanu Reeves in person, and he walked by me like this close. This was before COVID. And we was at that Toy Story junket, the Toy Story 4, when he was the Duke, remember? Duke McBoom, or what was his name? Duke. You know how I'm talking about, Duke McBoom. Duke, the one on the motorcycle in Toy Story 4. That was Keanu Reeves' voice. And we did the press junket, which my question became famous because I asked him about Keanu Sans, and then all the big comicbooks.com and all the big ones were starting to write about Keanu Sans after my question. So I made the Keanu Sans famous. But when we was going to that junket, he walked by me like this. Just real close. And I didn't know he was coming. I turned around and I seen him like right in front of my face walking by like that. And I got weak at my knees. I got weak. I kind of fell back. My friends had to almost catch me. And I don't even have any kind of before that, now I got an affinity for him. Keanu Reeves is on my list. I have a strong affinity for him. But I didn't even have the boyfriend feelings like I do Ritik. So think of that. Just him walking by, he just let off that magnetism or something, that they give off with. And it got me weak. Think of what if I was by Ritik. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I will do. I need somebody there to control me. I need somebody. Oh, we are never going to talk about the Umbrella Academy because I just seen some other comments. Let me see. Let me catch up. India, see that Tejas, India, Australia, USA, and Japan Navy is on the China Sea. They're exercising there and threatening China. I knew some stuff was going about especially in the U.S. I knew some stuff that we got tensions in China right now, definitely high, because Trump's back on TV calling it, like he stopped for a while, but he's back on TV calling it the China virus. So I was like, oh, that means if he's back on there, that means China and the U.S. are not doing good right now. So, I mean, I was like, if he's back to calling that, because he stopped. He called it, and then he stopped for a long time. He stopped calling it that, at least on his press conferences, and now he's back to saying it. And I was like, oh, and T just says it. T just said they're on the sea with all their missiles pointing. And then I saw that India, I still pay attention to my India news. And I saw that India, purchased a bunch of fighter jets recently, right? From France, was it France? They purchased a bunch of these fighter jets and stuff. So I was like, oh, I better. Something's happening. Mr. Aquarius. Ritik Roshan. Kids have a dog. What's the dog name, Arman? No, I don't want to be the dog's name. Never mind. Don't call the dog's name after me. But I just saw this. Mr. Aquarius, you never seen Umbrella Academy? That's my face for it. You never... Mr. Aquarius, you better binge. You have 2 days to binge watch the season 1. I mean, it's 10 episodes, about an hour each. So that's like about 10 hours of watching and stuff. But it's on Netflix because Friday, 2 more days, the second season's coming out. And if you never watched the first one, oh, you're missing out. Because Umbrella Academy, I mean, when it first, we India don't know about the Umbrella Academy, T just said. But y'all got Netflix, right? It's on Netflix. I do know some shows come on at different times and different places, and I don't know if Netflix shows everything that we have on Netflix all over the world, But I would think you should have the season 1, and I highly suggest it. It's based off a comic book, right? And it's about these, and it starts out neat. It starts off like you're like, what is this about? Because I didn't ever read the comics, and then when I started watching it, I was hooked just like in the first couple minutes, because it starts out there like something strange happening around the world. These babies were born on the same day, at the exact same minute, at the exact same second, all around the world, all in different parts of the world. Like they had just a lady in Russia, and this is else what happened. They wasn't even born. The girls didn't even know they was pregnant, right? The girls didn't even know. They didn't even have sex or anything to get pregnant. They showed the one girl, she was in a pool, right? And she was going to go dive. And she was like, looked like no stomach, didn't show pregnancy. And then she dived into the pool and she came up and she's pregnant, giving birth. So it was like some kind of weird phenomenon. And this happened to like all these people around the world. I don't remember how many it happened to maybe 12 or 16, something like that, around the world. And they all gave birth, not knowing they're pregnant, not having a stomach, nothing. And at that same exact moment, all around the world, these women, it happened to them, and they gave birth at the exact same moment. And they had all these babies. Well, apparently these babies have like these superhuman type powers, right? So these babies have these superhuman type powers. And then they have this rich guy. It's always a rich guy, ain't it? He started going around the world trying to track these babies, right? Trying to track them and adopt them. So he adopted, how many are there? 7, right? 7. Yeah, I think so. I could, it lost me. I think, so he adopted 7 of them, each having their own powers, and raised them, right? And they're raised in like this like their butler is like this ape that can talk, and their mom's like this robot, but she's like really mom. So like they're raised in this family, but they're trained. He called them the Umbrella Academy, but they're trained like a crime fighter type thing, right? They're trained like these crime fighters, these kids, because they're brought up and each have a power, and they're like the Umbrella Academy family of crime fighters. And that's what and then season 1, they're trying to stop an apocalypse, right? Well, if there's a season 2, they somehow survive. I mean, it's not like a spoiler. There's a season 2, so, but you'll see. I ain't gonna tell anymore because I won't even want to tell the first one if you haven't watched it. But they're trying to stop this apocalypse in season 1, which is kind of season 2. They also trying to stop an apocalypse. So season 2. So who's watched season 1? Oh, Pabria's seen season. Pabria, did you like it? Allison said, be careful. If you can't be careful, be lucky. We in India don't know about the Umbrella Academy, but I'll definitely watch it. Yeah, it's good. It is good. And I want to know if Pabria liked it, because I loved the first one and I didn't even expect to love it. I started it, and then I was immediately, because that whole girl diving in and giving birth, I was like, what is this about? So I was immediately like locked into it. But just watching the whole season, I was like, this is so good. And it's something different. I'm already a sucker for superhero movies. I'm already a sucker for it. But when I watched, I was like, this is so good. So season 2 is coming out Friday. And I'm going to tell you, it's still good. It's still good. It's about, they're also, I don't want to say nothing now because T just hasn't watched the first one. So I don't want to say nothing about what happened at the end, because the second season picks up right where it left off. Right where it left off, it picks up. But they're all scattered in time, and they go back in history in the 60s, kind of in Dallas and Texas, and they're trying to stop another apocalypse. But it was also around the time like Kennedy got shot, remember his assassination, and and then just the times. So then they're in time, back in time, but they're also dealing with like social issues at that time, because like look at some of the characters you have. Allison, she's a Black woman, right? And she's one of the Academy, and she has this power, like she just has to say, I heard a rumor, and she can say whatever the rumor is, and the person, like, if she's like, if I had a rumor that you closed your eyes, I mean, that's this, then the person would close their eyes. Like they do whatever her rumor says, right? But she goes back in time in the 60s, and of course she's a Black woman, so you're dealing with that. That was the civil rights movement stuff and all that happening, so she's in that. Then you got Klaus, or I say Klaus, how do you say his name? Klaus. He's my favorite Umbrella Academy one, because he's like this flamboyant. He's always drinking, and he's just, and he's got this power where he sees like the dead people, right? And he goes back in the time, and then go back in the 60s, they're real conservative. So when he dresses in all like flamboyant pink, and and I think he's like a bi or pan-set bi, because he likes men and women both. So he goes back in the 60s, and just thinking his character back in the 60s, they're probably looking at him, because they don't, like these days you go out and you're like, oh yeah, it's more accepted. Back then it wasn't. So he's there, but then he becomes this leader of, like, he starts his own like cult, and he's like this hippie cult leader that's all like free love and all that. And so it's, season 2 is good. I'm not going to talk too much about it too, because all Umbrella Academy season 1 and season 2, I mean, they're all about a lot. There's tons of spoilers in it and tons of shockers where you're like, you have jaw-dropper moments, so I don't want to talk too much about it, but I highly suggest you watch it. Let me catch up. Where am I at? Don't try and stereotype rich people, Amanda. Bruce Wayne. Oh, that's true. That's true, Mr. Carey. I shouldn't. And talking about rich people, I just heard yesterday, because that Jeff Bezos, the guy who's the head of Amazon. Bezos, it's like B-E-Z. Where's Rupert? Because he works for Amazon. It's Bezos, something like that. Well, he got divorced, right? And his wife, I mean, got like, he's worth billions of dollars, especially since COVID happened. Amazon has gained billions and billions of dollars because everybody's ordering online and getting it shipped. Like, Amazon has taken off since the COVID thing started. But his wife, or ex-wife, she got like 64 billion, like, at their divorce or something like that. And it just made me think of it, because he said rich people can do good things too. Well, apparently yesterday she donated like $1.7 billion to charity. Billion. I was like, if I was rich like that, I would probably go be one of those stories where you're like, they was rich and now they're poor, because I would want to do the same. Like, anybody I see needing things, even now, I'm like, I want to help them. Let me do that. I'll give them. I would probably be poor, but you're right, Mr. Carey. I shouldn't judge, because there are a lot of good people that are rich. Hrithik Roshan being one, right? Emo Suck says, do I want more Hrithik Roshan song suggestions? So why can't I didn't even say that right. Hrithik Roshan song, I can't even, that's hard to say together. Hrithik Roshan song suggestions. Why y'all try saying that out loud, like Hrithik Roshan song suggestion. That's hard to say it out loud all together. Y'all try it. It ain't easy. Dill Jackson at Netflix crying. I never heard of this Dill Dachara. What? On Netflix? It's a movie? I mean, that's the Sushant. That's the Sushant movie? So it's on Netflix now. Is this true? I gotta go watch this. It's on Netflix now? Oh, I'm lost. This is what happens when I'm gone a week and haven't done any videos and just been depressed and down, because someone asked, who came in and asked, I had seen it. They asked how COVID in the US is. And I'm like, that's why I've been depressed. That's like the main reason why I'm so down, is because, I mean, we've pretty much been, not everybody's locked up, you know. I mean, I've gone out, but I'm super careful. I'll go out just when I need to the store and stuff. And there was like one I visit some family, you know, who I also know like they haven't been out, you know, so it's like real I'm real particular who I go see because I don't want any kind of, you know, spread. So I know if they've been quarantined and we've been quarantined here, I'll go meet up with them. Only people like I really trust and everything. And then there was one other time I went out and we went on this Ferris wheel. I took the kids. But even then, I researched it before. I'm like, because I don't want to be around people. Have my mask on. And I was like, well, at least we do this. We're isolated. You're getting your own little thing. And it's outside, you know, so that's even safer. So, but I'm real. And then even then, I was super nervous. I was like, we're not doing that again. And my anxiety, I was like, we can't. I was, it was, I mean, the kids enjoyed it. And I wanted to do it because it is depressing, you know, especially the kids can't go out and do nothing. We've been locked up since March. It just gets so depressing. And when there's good weather out, I mean, we try to go outside. I got my garden, so I've been gardening and doing that stuff. But just not being able to see friends, it's depressing, you know? And then on top of it, when you're doing all this, you're sacrificing not seeing your friends, some family. Like I wanted to go, I have a grandma in New Orleans, like many of my family's over there. And you know, I have a grandma in her 80s, and I was always close to this my grandma. I call her Mama. You know, I had lived with her like for years when I was younger. Like she's always been like one that I've been super close. I would at least go visit her 1 or 2 times a year. And since it started, I'm like, I can't even go because I can't risk getting her infected. So all this stuff going on, I've been sacrificing not doing this stuff. And then all these people around you not even caring, doing whatever, making it worse. And I'm like, what? We're back to where we were earlier this year. We're worse than then. Our numbers are worse than earlier this year. You know, while I've been locked up trying to be safe, and all these idiots around me just doing whatever, making it worse, saying they not believing that this is just the flu. They're just it's just infuriating, and and I go through a roller coaster of emotions. I'm mad 1 minute, then I'm sad and depressed, and it's just like this. So like that's why I said this last week. I've been just down and depressed, and probably because we've been getting emails and all this stuff about schools reopening, and you know they pushing it here. All the press on TV, the kids need to get back to school and this. And I mean, I agree. I want to send my kids back to school, you know, but you can't be sending them when we have the worst numbers, like at least where I'm at, the worst numbers that ever been. And that's when you want to send them back when we have the worst. No, maybe you send them back and people want to send them back. I mean, they do. They have to go to work. We're not getting a government ain't taking care of people much here. You might hear about a stimulus check here and there, but that's happened. And then they gave when all our unemployment and then our economy. Unemployment's the highest ever been. They had a little stimulus money to people unemployed. They gave an extra each paycheck. That ended. So now these people ain't even. And then they had the care plan, and people that unemployed, you know, or during this crisis having hard times, they gave them like money for rent, you know, extra or the mortgage companies had 3 months where they wasn't collecting their mortgage and all this stuff. That's ending at the end of this month, you know, and there's no plans to help people then. So on top of it, the economy's going bad. We got all this spread, and now there are going to be people kicked out in the streets with the COVID going crazy. Because there's a lot of people, they're like, yeah, they ain't going to be paying rent. And ain't no places hiring. They ain't getting work. There ain't no places. It's not like they can just go find a job. No, it's all these people out of work are trying to find a job, but no places are hiring. It's depressing. I'm telling you. Now I got y'all depressed. I wanted to come on and talk about Umbrella Academy, but this week, that's why I said I hardly been on, didn't make videos, didn't even come live last week because it's just depressing times. It is. And hey Muppets. Klaus is the drug addict. Yeah, but isn't he funny, Pabria? Can we see your outfit? We want to see your outfit. No, Allison. I'm not even wearing a bra. You don't even know if I have pants on, Allison. That's why I can dress with however I want from here down. You can't see it. So I might even not have pants. And why does Allison always want to see my outfits? Because probably she knows when I'm doing Zoom lives at home, or not Zoom, or my YouTube lives, that most people don't wear pants. And then she's always asking me to wash my outfits. Pabria is favorites Allison. Not this Allison. Allison, the one from Umbrella Academy. I like her. But I like Klaus. He's my favorite just because he's just a mess and always on drug, and just because he's funny. He makes me, that's why I always tend to go to the guy who makes me laugh. That's why I'm with Greg. That's where he got me first. It was his sense of humor. He made me laugh, and that I'm telling you, humor attracts me. Oh wait, it's Pabria's. Did I miss this belated birthday? I missed your birthday, Pabria. Oh, happy birthday, belated birthday, Pabria. I missed it. Jeff Bezos. I was right. Vicky looks cute. Oh, I'm missing Mr. Amanda. He looks like a cute panda, Vicky. I'm gonna have to tell him that. Oh, of course, Allison's there agreeing. Mine was a question, not a tongue twister. Emo sucks said. It is free. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it, Pabria. I didn't even know. That's the one with Shushan. It's on Netflix. I hope they got subtitles. Do they have subtitles on it? Muppet said he's currently making a list of all the favorite shows that have been canceled within the past few years. The list is getting very real. I'd like to see that list, Muppets. Muppets, did you see Disney Plus is coming out with I think it's this Friday. Is it coming out, the Muppets Now? I know it's coming out soon. And it made me, whenever I see it, I think of you. I'm like, Muppets. And I always think of you. You remind me of Peter Parker's Aunt May. She said, if you help someone, you help everyone. It's true. I mean, I'd probably be richer than I am now if I didn't just help a lot. But you know, when you got something and then you see somebody that don't, how can you not help someone in need? Even if I had very little and more than someone less than me, I still want to share. That's why I'm all for like the people, the socialists. I'm not somebody who's all for capitalism. I'd like to be rich, but even if I did become it, I probably wouldn't stay it because I would just try to help people, you know? After so many days of Shushan's death, now the case is getting bigger. Really, Vicky? And the government pressure has big inquiry, and some experts are saying that, oh, I didn't know this, Vicky. That's interesting. Hrithik was selected for his best acting. Oh yeah, Super Third. I loved him in that Akbar movie. That was some good acting because he had that seriousness. I'm gonna have to watch that again. He looked good in that. Ooh, where's my fan? Where's my? Woo! I'm thinking about him in that. Oh, starting to get a little hot there. I love that movie. I watched it too. Why aren't you live? Oh, this is the second time in a row I forgot to go live. I'm telling you, I have been bad about TikTok. But you see, I've been bad about even making my YouTube videos. And this is about where I'm on number one. Come and do my stuff first. So definitely on TikTok, I've been slacking. I've been slacking so bad on TikTok. But, you know, I need to get back with it. Blair! That's why, good thing, Blair, that you came and subscribed to me here. But this is the second week I forgot to go live. And I'm telling you, just my mind hasn't been here. My mind, everything. It's just all, and I got anxieties. I suffer from anxiety. I always have. I bite my nails. Look at my nails. You can see I'm like this. So when all this stress and uncertainty and all that, it like affects me just so much more. I mean, not more than I'm saying you, but like more than my normal anxiety days. Like in my normal days when everything's going smooth and the world's normal and all that stuff. But I'm already having little anxieties then. So add all this stuff on top of it. All my anxieties have been through the roof. And it's just hard to concentrate on stuff. Please don't be depressed, Amanda. We're all in together, and we'll all get through it together. These times won't. Oh, love you, Allison. That's the first time Allison really made me smile. No, it's not. But I know that's why I don't boot Allison, because I know she just messes with me with she probably does want Mr. I know that, but she ain't getting him. She knows she ain't get my man. I have to cuss somebody, but we can laugh about it, and I still know Allison's a good person. That's why I never boot Allison. I have that. I know when somebody's still a good person, even when they mess with me. There are actors like Bobby. I don't even know who that is. Sin Shetty. How do I not know these are so good acting? They're very stylish. Because they're not utilizing them. That's why. That's exactly right, right? I can't believe I've never been on TikTok. Well, Mr. Aquarius, talking about TikTok, it's banned in some countries. Look, Tejas right there behind. Tejas wrote Rick Dick, or Tejas and Pabri, all them from India is banned in India. They can't even go on TikTok. And they in the U.S., like people that have in the military, they tell them they can't get TikTok, or that have like high security clearances in the government. They are banned from TikTok here in the U.S. because they said China is using it as because China owns TikTok and using it to spy on people. So I know that's probably like, who knows if it's going to be banned, because, you didn't, in the U.S., like thinking of China, when I was talking about having bad relations, like now they have the whole thing. Remember China, they had some embassy or something in Houston where China was seen burning papers, and the government went in there, and now China's kicking us out to places. So they really might ban it here. That's all I'm saying. They really might ban it soon here if this is going to keep going on. And then they're talking about the U.S. and India is on the sea, and might be bad. India is also suffering a lot from virus. Every day, 40,000 new cases are coming. I didn't even know that. I keep my little, I see it. I see it. Y'all are around 1.5 total cases, 1.5 million. And we're at 4.5 million, but y'all have gone up a lot recently, huh? Was it? Because I usually just look at the USA numbers. Because, I care about other cases around the world, but like, even in the USA, I like to focus on my state, because, they have those cases in Florida, but that's so far away as not affecting us now, like where I'm at, because we're spread out everywhere, here. But you got to think, because India, it's so populated, right? And many of the big cities, your houses are super close together. It's super populated, so I can see something like that. Really, is everybody wearing masks? How is it in India? Like, if you go out, is it a law you have to wear a mask and things like that? Because they say like mask help. Well, they say combination wearing the mask and keeping social distance. They showed in like other countries how, right? The studies shown how it like helps control it by huge percentage amounts. Government should help. You would think, Storm. India is third. Yeah, no, I was just because Brazil had all those bad, but where are you at? You ain't catching the US. I don't think so. Well, maybe. If India keeps going up like that, but definitely, I think part of that's probably just from the population being close, right? In India. Here, they don't have that. Like here, it's being spread because people are just not being careful and don't care. That's why. And then recently, a lot of the spread is younger people, like they say in their 20s, which is why they say the death rate hasn't really jumped up too much, because usually people in their 20s survive it. But that's just people like, it's just, but I'm sitting here in my 40s and looking at numbers of cases, like 40s is where the death rate really starts rising in this. So me in my 40s with my not having exercise, and I don't exercise, and I'm not healthy. I like to eat junk food, and I got a big booty. So those conditions combined with my age, I got to be careful. But you know what I did? This this has made me like, I hate exercise. Oh, this, you want to torture me? Just put me out there and be like, you got to exercise. It's just, but what do I have today? Today, Amazon. I got a machine that I can do because we can't really exercise outside, right? Like we can go outside for walks and stuff, but still I'm nervous. I'm like, I don't want to come too close to people. And when I go for walks, I got my little mask on, and then it's like hot here in the 90s, like recently, which that's Fahrenheit, whatever, those American degrees. That's the American degrees, 90s. The Celsius, I don't remember, but it's hot. So you're wearing your mask outside. Y'all know probably India too is hot. And you're trying to breathe in that mask, especially exercising, because I'm out there trying to get some exercise. So it makes you not want to go outside and exercise just wearing the mask and the heat. So I got this machine I can do an inside doing like this, and it's supposed to come today. But that's because I'm like, I need to work out and get a little healthy, get my lungs healthy and breathing, because it's scary. As much as it's spreading here, I'm like, there's going to be a high chance, as safe as I am, wearing my mask, hardly going out, there's still a high chance I can get it, as much infection that's just surrounded, especially in my little town here. Oh, this is what makes me even more mad, because in my little town, look how my hair just getting long. But in my little town, last week, every day, it was like, they were like, an increase of 400% of new cases. I was like, 400%? I mean, when you have a low number, right? I mean, but we still have thousands of cases here. And you just hear 400%. I'm like, it's starting to spread like crazy, or in my neighborhood. So I don't want to go out, but that also says I have to go. There's chance I still have to go out. I still have to buy food, and I can't get milk delivered. Like they don't have delivered milk. And on top of it, Greg's back to work. As y'all know, he's back to work. And where does he work? A hospital. He's the supervisor at the hospital for the x-rays. He's the so he's not dealing with patients, but he's still in the hospital all day. They all had to wear a mask, but it's still in a hospital all day. So on top of it, like, we are high chance too, because he's like a worker in the hospital who can easily bring it home, and get it himself and bring it. So I was like, I gotta get my lungs healthy. It's not like, I don't smoke or anything bad like that, right? To be on that list. But still, I don't exercise and I don't do that. I need to do exercise, get my lungs working good, get a little, so my machine's coming today. It's going to be hard because I don't like exercise. So making myself do it every day is going to be a challenge. Y'all better help me. Y'all better did you do your exercise today? Because I'm going to wake up and not want to do it. Just like I haven't been making video. I'm like, I'm depressed. But I got to do it. I got to stay. I got to get my lungs healthy. And I mean, it's not even to lose weight. I like my big booty. I have no problems with my big booty. So that's why I always do. I'm like, I don't need to lose weight. I look good. My booty, this. But now for really health concerns, I'm like, I want to be in top shape. Not in top shape. I ain't going to be some, body doing fitness, all this. But I just want to keep some exercise up, get my lungs going, and keep them healthy. And the kids too. They're stuck in the house too. They go outside and do some stuff, but we're doing virtual school. So our school did give us a choice. They can either go in person, which I'm telling y'all, it's crazy the amount of people that want to go in person. They took a poll. 88% of the parents want to send their kids back to school in person with the cases rising like they are. 88%. Not me. I was like, oh no. We're doing virtual school over here. So they're going to be in virtual school. So when winter hits, especially when it's cold outside, you really don't want to get outside. So I was like, this exercise, me and the kids can do this exercise machine and all that. So anyway, it's coming today. Long story. I went on about that, didn't I? But let me catch up. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Donald Trump is not going to start the purge. Oh, isn't that what he's already doing up in Portland? That's if y'all want to get me on another rant. We're supposed to be talking about Umbrella Academy, and now we're going to be getting on rants because all the protest stuff. And he's over there not really doing much for COVID, right? Not being a leader in that. But then they had the protests going around our country, Black Lives Matter and all that. And that was starting to like die down. Like they were starting cities you see, I mean, they were still doing a little bit, but hardly any. Then he's going to send these agents out, and now they're all ramped up again. All of them ramped up because he sends these federal agents out in unmarked cars, pulling people in the unmarked cars. I feel like we're already in the purge, Mr. Carius. All the stuff that's going on in this country right now, I feel like we're in the purge. I'm like, how is this America? How is this happening here? We're supposed to be the land of the free, to brave this and that. How is this? We got it. I mean, his polls are dropping, and so people are seeing what he's doing ain't right for many things. For the coronavirus, there was a 2020 special I watched last night called it was 2020 America, the American Catastrophe. I think that was, yeah, and it talked about corona when it started. You know, back when was it, November, December in China, and how they even like researched in China. They looked at their web, you know, Google searches and stuff, and they saw like in December, beginning of December, like this huge spike of people like, you know, Googling symptoms like cough, high fever, you know. So it started, this 2020 special started with that, but then it looked at like then patient, what is it, zero or whatever, that came from Wuhan to US, you know. So they talked about that, and then the government response since it first came here and how terrible that was. And then it looked at the past presidents, not even Obama. It looked like, and I didn't even like that George W. Bush. I didn't when he was in, but then he looks like a saint compared to what's happening now, because they even showed him, you know, back when he was president, he started this whole pandemic team because he read this book, and it showed, you know, how pandemics happen every 100 years and we're due for one and all this. So he started this team and all this in response, you know, came out with pandemic responses. And then Obama took over because Obama had to deal with, what was it? Ebola was one, but it was also, was it H1N1 also? And how like he kept the pandemic and even built on it. And he had this whole pamphlet of how a response had, what we do. And that was just not even looked at, you know, and this administration didn't even like look at it. And on top of it, this administration we had a whole pandemic team, and they got rid of it. So yeah, I was watching that. Probably this is what my husband said, Greg. He's like, because I'll get depressed and stuff. And he was like, you got to stop watching this stuff. It makes you depressed. But I'm like, I want to be informed on top of it. I'm really far behind on comments because I got to talking, didn't I? I watched The Voice UK Kids. World War III. Oh, T, just don't tell me this. World War III is not too far, but I feel it too. And on top, like, and it's bad because we're already a crippled country. Many of us, look at you, look in India, y'all cases are rising too. We're already a crippled country by this pandemic just infecting the people, and hospitals overrun and all this. Can we really afford to have a war on top of it? I just feel like instead of like Allison says, we're all in it together. We're as a world, every country is dealing with this. Every country is dealing with this. It's like we have to come together, you know, like we're all dealing with it. It's not even related to this country or just that one or just that one. It's a worldwide issue. And I just feel like going to war ain't gonna help. You know, I don't like war anyway. I don't. It's sad. Oh, what are Muppets? Muppets now kind of nervous. This is the first major show. Oh, I know. True, Muppets. Please react to his song. Oh, those, I never heard of those. I had to come back. Emo sucks. Because you know I don't. You have to like comment somewhere and let me know because I'll get lost in these. Can you go live now? Oh, that's Blair. On TikTok? I have to go get my phone and pull it out. I'm already, what time? I'm already an hour in. I can't stay that much longer. But Blair, I will remember next week. I promise next week, Blair. I promise. Strange Things 4. I haven't even watched Strange Things 3. Uh-oh, Mr. Carey said his last comment was mean. I don't even remember. What was that? Oh, he retracted it. Uh-oh. You know, now Indians are having a Chinese app exactly like TikTok name. Oh, snack video? Really? I'm gonna have to try it. This snack video. You caught my attention with snacks, Vicky. I love snacks. It's called Snack Video. I'm gonna have to check this out. The daughter of one of the Magic Movers is on TikTok, and she's been getting her dad involved and going viral. Her dad is Mover Dave, the bassist. Oh, I have to see that. And that's why I said it's been TikTok. I've been just like my YouTube. I've maybe done 1 or 2 videos this past week and a half. I didn't go on live yesterday just because it just been down and haven't been into it. But I need to just calm my anxieties. Get out of this depression, because even that's what I know it's not helping, and like not even as depressed as I get or as much anxieties, it's not changing anything. So I just have to enjoy life while you can. Enjoy the things you do have, right? Because I still have a house to live in, I still have my family. So I just need to enjoy that and get out of that rut. I do. I know this. When Greg came first time, I was feeling a little different because we can chat anything with you, but I don't know anything about him. Then he came regularly and we got used to him, and now we're missing him. Oh, I will tell him, Tejas. He misses y'all too. He'll ask like, oh, he'll ask about you. How they doing? Is Allison still here? Because he'll be like, oh, has Allison showed up since I've been gone? Like, he will even ask her. He'll say, tell her, because him and Pabria, they're like brothers from another country too. So he'll say that, but he'll ask about a lot of people. So I will tell him, Tejas, that you said hi. I definitely know he misses you. Don't feel bad too, Amanda. You're not the only one that's slacking lately. See, I know I'm not the only one going through this. I know. Hi, Cassie. I haven't seen Cassie in a while. Bad Shah Rukh Khan or Hrithik. None of those are bad. I like them both. Sushant's real comfort is his girlfriend, Rhea. She forced him, separated him from his family. She used black. Oh, she transferred she took his money? Well, no wonder the government's looking at this, huh? Are they looking at her? Alan Menken won Best Original Song, Daytime Tangled series. He achieved. Oh, I didn't even notice the EGOT. That's all of them. Tiger 21. I know Rishi's about that big guy for. Amanda, a few days ago, I saw a woman going from near my building somewhere, and she was exactly looking like you. Where's that? Where in what city, Vicky? Exactly like me. She was beautiful, huh? Who wants to cut my hair? I mean, I keep going back and forth. I'm like, I love the little shortcut and everything, but now that's growing longer, I do my little braids. Like today, I just have it hanging right now, but I've been having fun doing my little braids or my little ponytails and everything. And it has me, I'm like, do I want to get it cut short again? Because I can't do that if it's short. And I'm like, well, we're still locked up for a while. I'm going to do it while I can, because I like doing my little braids. But then it just gets on my nerves. Like it'll be like hanging. You see, I keep playing with it. I keep doing like this. I'm happy for the one. Oh, should I talk about this? I don't know if I'm supposed to. I don't think I'm supposed to talk about this. But I'm just going to say, Cassie, so she's talking about the one and only Ivan movie that's coming to Disney Plus, right? Well, y'all know I do red carpets and interview like celebrities for the movies and stuff, which I mean, they not doing that now. I'm not saying I'm going to red carpet now. No, they stopped it. And even if they had it, I wouldn't be on a plane flying, especially California right now, because their cases are crazy high and all that. But they're doing a lot of these virtual press conferences, right? I've done some for movies, like I did the Trolls, and I have some of those interviews on my YouTube, right? That I interviewed some of those stars, even the Blue's Clues. Y'all saw that, the Blue's Clues guy interviewed and stuff. So maybe I'm just saying, that one and only Ivan's coming to Disney Plus, and they may have things to do with it. Maybe. I'm just saying, I ain't saying yes or no, but I'm the hope they do. Yeah, everyone is wearing a mask over here. Oh, see? Masks are mandatory there. Not here. Some states have it. Some states do. Not mine. My state isn't mandatory. The city next to me, St. Louis City, they have it mandatory, but I'm on the little outskirts right here. It's not mandatory here. And so many people are still going out with it. A lot of the stores like Walmart, a lot of the grocery stores, they just finally, like a week ago, now they're making it mandatory. People that go shopping have to wear one. But I'm like, this stuff should have been happening in March. This stuff should have been mandatory early, like months ago. It's a little too late now after you're done infected 4.5 million Americans, you know? Don't you think this is a little late now? Did you see someone that looked like you? Just like, oh yeah, he was at. That's what she said. Hi, Funny Edits. In India, people are taking fashionable masks, and some masks are, they have earphones in them and fans. Y'all got fancy mask over there. How they got a fan up in a mask? I could see it. It could be easily done. Put little earbuds in them. But how are they putting fans up? They got a mask on like this? Is it like this and they got a big fan going? I could do a mask like that. I do. I know. Listen, and I'm not even saying, I know people that don't want to wear a mask. Like, I understand. I hate wearing one, especially when anxiety. I start to feel, especially when I get hot. When it's cold, I'm fine. But when I'm hot in it and it's all humid, I feel like that breathing that hot air. I'm like, oh, it's so comfortable. I wear it. I never take it off when I'm out. But let me tell you, I'm rushing through trying to get stuff if I have to wear one and rushing back in my car home just to take it off, you know? I hate wearing one. But I can probably do one with a fan. They got I can't even picture in my mind how this is possible, a fan up in a mask. It has to be a mask, like, and then, well, it must be battery. Is it not going to pull on your face then? I'm interested. I want a fan mask. How do I get a fan mask? I don't think that's never even, they don't have no places around here with fan masks. Y'all can send me one from India. I want a fan mask. Can someone please watch the video I just posted? It's a TikTok fails, but it's edited. She's excited for Crash Bandit 4. I never heard of that one. Oxford has successfully tested corona vaccine. Yeah, so teachers, they're even in my city, because we have one of the biggest medical schools here. It's like the top 5. It's Washington University School of Medicine. It's behind like Harvard School of Medicine, the Johns Hopkins, the Mayo Clinic, and then like us. Like, we have one of the top 5 medical schools in the US here in my city. And they were trying to recruit people they're doing the big trials on humans of a vaccine. It's probably that same one. So I'm still even gonna be scared to get it even after they do the testing, like, these mass testing. I will, because vaccines like take years to perfect, right? Like 20 years, some of these that they are perfecting. So I'm going to just be watching listen, I ain't going to go out. I'm still going to be in my house, being careful. Greg will probably have to get it because he works in a hospital. I'm sure they'll make all the people in the hospital get it right when it comes out. But I'm a scientist. I've read studies how, like, what is it? What was it? The RSV vaccine. They had one for I think it was RSV. It was one of those, and they had given it, and it was causing more deaths than even the disease. So that's why I'm like, you're doing studies, but they even have released vaccines in the past where it caused more deaths than even the disease. So I'm just going to be careful. I want one, but I'm not going to be over there applying to test either. No, not me. All right, please talk slowly. Nia, do I talk fast? People say I'm loud, but I don't know if I'm fast. Yeah, I'm sure because I saw her perfect. Okay. Oh, it's that she looks at personal question, Amanda. Is that booty how Mr. Amanda fell in love with you? Oh, he's Mr. Amanda definitely. You know how they say a guy has their preferences. Some like the boobs, right? Some like the booty. Great. My husband's a booty man. Nia, well, how's Nia gonna say I talk too much? That's what we're supposed to be on here to talk, isn't it? You want me to be quiet? That don't make no sense. It's been a month now. TV series and shooting has started. Oh, Karen's out. Allison, Oxford has made a vaccine which improves the chances of people who are seriously ill with COVID. It's good, of course, but not a solution. Oh, they made it for people that already have it. I mean, they had like that one drug, Rezemfer. It started with an R that they say is good, but only reduced like the symptoms 30%. But it's for people that already have it, right? I agree with Sis Allen, but it's good to have something. Yes. Are you sick? No. Don't tell me that because then I'll be like, why? I'll start coughing. That's my anxieties. I'm telling you that. I'll think I have COVID. Don't be scared. I'm with you. See? Tejas. India has biggest slum in my biggest area. See in the COVID. And that's what I'm worried about, Tejas, because that's what I said. Like all these people, 3 months are over with the mortgage, I don't know what it was called, mortgage help during COVID and all this stuff, and they don't have anything new. That people are gonna be kicked out their houses and apartments and things like that. They're gonna be evicted and they're gonna be on the streets, and then what's gonna happen then? It's gonna spread even more. Like during the biggest crisis that pandemic that we ever seen in our time, and you're going to have all these people out in the streets evicted. It's sad and scary. Top chemists around the world working on a vaccine. It will come one day, and we have to make best things until it comes. See, this is why this is the Allison I like. This is the Allison that's my girl. This is the Allison I could be friends with if she wasn't after my man. Lifting me up, making me feel better. And I do. As a scientist, I have a degree. I very much have confidence in science and them, coming out with a vaccine and stuff. This is going to be the question, though. When they do, and I'm not going to be the first in line, but I'm definitely going to be getting a vaccine. If I watch it a little bit, I'm not going to be the first, but I'm going to be watching it. See, I'm definitely going to get one. There's still going to be people here in the U.S. that they already talking about it. They're putting microchips in vaccines to track us. We already have anti-vaxxers who won't even get vaccines for measles and mumps and all these diseases. We've been having vaccines that have been perfected, and they think it causes all these crazy things. So that's why I said, that's why it's going to probably be another fight to even get these people to wear vaccines. Or I said wear vaccines to even get one. So even if there is one, I'm telling you, mark my words. Y'all gonna be like, oh, Amanda was right, because I know dealing with this, I've realized I'm like, our country has so many. I don't know if they just cause like the I don't know. Is it on our water? Like I don't know. They put something in the. My dad will say fluoride in the water. That we put fluoride in it, and it causes brain. But something happened in America where the IQ is going down. I'm praying for everyone. Oh, Cassie, thank you. Now that Hollywood movies, especially survival movies, which are brilliantly made, awesome Hollywood. Cassie, totally agree. I once saw somebody who looked exactly like my best friend. There was times that people like I remember one time I went through a drive-through and this girl started talking to me like she knew me, and I was like, and she's like, "Oh, you look exactly like someone I know," and I was like, "Oh, I thought I was unique. There wasn't people that look like me. I guess there is." Corona and TikTok are products of the country China. I mean, the worst thing that happened, like China did hide it, right? I mean, the people have said they hid it. And there's theories they hit it like to stock up on their own supplies, right? Because we get everything from China, the mask and the chemical agents, even for the testing kits, right? A lot of it. We're dependent on them. Our country is, because we get imported so much from there. And then someone said they were turning back ships with the supplies on it once they found out they had it. And that's why they were trying to stockpile their own stuff and they hit it. So there's definitely people that I'm sure there's going to be investigations one day. Don't you think? Like the big government, once this is passed and we get a vaccine and things will come back, I'm sure there's going to be some big investigations happening on that. I bet you. Like they can't just go, if that's really the case, be ignored. I have Disney Channel XD. Mumbai police are not taking Sushant case seriously. Really? Well, but was it who just said that they was? Vicky? WW now looks so quiet without people. Amanda, I think you and Rosie O'Donnell would be best friends. Why? That's random. Why Rosie O'Donnell? I liked her. I watched when she had even that show and stuff. And she don't like Trump. She never did. Remember, she was one of the first haters that was on Trump. And he was calling her names and calling her, didn't he call her like a fat slob or something like that? Like it was real demeaning. And she was one that, so I can see too, but no one has ever said that to me, Mr. Karras. That's why I was like, what? Where'd that come from? Oh, it teaches. Aishwarya Rai and her daughter has discharged from the hospital. Oh, I know when I heard that movie. That just tells you, no matter how rich you are, how much power and things, with invisible virus, nobody's safe. Nobody. The rich, the poor, nobody. Nobody's safe. And I'm glad to hear that, Tejas. I love some Aishwarya Rai. And her daughter. When I heard her daughter was too, I was like, oh no, like the whole family was. Now right? It was like her husband, they didn't go to the hospital, did they? Husband and her father-in-law, they also got it, right? But they didn't have as bad as it was there. Because that's the thing about this virus too. Sometimes people get it and they hardly have any symptoms. And that's probably why people are like, oh, it ain't real. Look, I knew a guy and he hardly had any symptoms. But then some people get it and they're in the hospital and dying. Like it's like the most crazy virus I ever seen. Like how it affects people different. And that's what so much we don't know about it. We don't know why it don't affect some people like it does others. There's so much we don't know the long-term effects if you do get it. I know Greg, my husband, they do x-rays and he's seen x-rays of lungs of patients that have it, and they have, like, you can just see the damage on the lungs. He said the scar tissue, and that never goes away, scar tissue, but it gives you people scar tissue on the lungs. They're going to have lifelong problems even after they recover from it because of that, because of things and that's just stuff we do know. This is such a new virus. There's things we don't know long term. Somebody paid 2, 3, 10 years from now, how it's going to affect them. It's scary. That's why I'm mostly scared about it, of the things I don't know about it. That's what scares me the most. They think they should even do a spinoff and put Mickey's House and Mouse back on the air. Oh, let's hashtag bring back Mickey's House and Mouse. Hashtag. Have you got any news on Aishwarya Rai and the whole family included? Yes, but Aishwarya Rai is now all right. Yeah, that's what Tejas just said. I'm so glad to hear that. Mr. Karras is all for bringing back the House of Mouse. There's no respect for Corona in USA. Value Corona is crying over here. I can got that right now. The reason why I hate wearing a mask is I can smell my own breath. Well, listen, Mr. Karras, maybe you need a mint when you wear a mask. Like just that, then you might like it. Mr. Karras, just when you have to put your mask on, put a mint up in there. Put a mint. If the breath is like that, maybe, I mean, that's a good thing now because I got some super senses. My husband, Greg will tell you, like, how he says I got super, like, hearing, like, my senses are like super. When I can hear something and he's like, I didn't hear that. And I'm like, no. And then he'll go check it out. And sure enough, it's something I heard. And he's like, how did you even hear that? I can see things, especially I'm a little, like, I got a lot of problems. My anxieties, I got a little OCD because I like my floors being super clean. I do. I'm just like, that's just gross having any little dirt, or especially if it's food. I do have a dog who will lick it up or whatever, but I'm like, that can attract bugs. So if we're eating and I see like a crumb drop while they're eating on the floor, he says I got like the super sense and I can see like even the side of my house. I'm like, crumbs, drop, pick up your crumb, like a little crumb. He says, which it's true. I do see it. But and smell too. I got the super smell. Like I'll always tell Greg, like, I'm like, oh, go brush your teeth. Like in the morning, if it's like that, I'm like, even if we're not close, kissing or whatever, I could just, I'm like, oh, you didn't brush your teeth yet this morning. Go brush your teeth, So I'm just saying that was one good thing about the mask. I don't, if people got bad breath, because, I've talked to people before where I had to been like trying to hold my breath while they're talking. Have y'all been there when they're talking and their breath so bad you're just like, or you're trying to turn your head this way and talk? Like, I've been there before. So I'm like, this is a good thing, at least with the mask. This is for these super smellers like me. I get a little barrier. I'm just saying, Mr. Carius, if it bothers you that bad, maybe you should be having a mint all the time, even before that, for super sensors like me. How did I get a rant on it? Neha's right. I talk too much, huh? Where's Neha at? Neha's right. I'll get on my rants. And Ray gone, looking a long time now, sister or friends. I don't know, Rishi. Hey, Mr. K. But yeah, that happens. Even I saw many people adopting and got shocked, and Shotley calls them. Did you, when you saw that girl, Vicky, where you're like, crazy Amanda, she came to India. Yeah, don't listen to Neha. You're right. I shouldn't say and I talk too much. But I do get to talking. But what do you want me to not to talk too much? I'm on a live chat and it's only me. So I'm the only one talking. Of course it's me talking too much. I think Neha just wants to come chat with me. She said the London trip, I wouldn't be taking any, I'm telling y'all. I would not be taking any trips right now. On a plane, because, I mean, they say that's like a filtered air and all this stuff, but you're still trapped in an area with a bunch of people. And even if you have a mask, I mean, it's going to be a long time before I get on a plane again. I don't like being inside a big, inside a big like store where people's far from me right now, because I'm like, you just enclosed spaces is the worst place you can be. And on planes even, and then you got I would not be, it's going to be a long time. Festival, 2nd August. Oh, they got some festivals coming up, huh? Tejas, remind me, 2nd of August. When is that's Monday? What is that? I'm going to have to write that down. The Festival of Brother and Sister. I remember because I have a video from last year. I did a little like reaction video for the Festival of Brother Sister. I'm writing that down. August 2nd, Bro and Sis Festival. And then they have, what is it? Oh, and then look at the Ganesh is August 22nd. This is how, isn't that when they take that statue and put it in the water? They submerge the statue. The Ganesh, they submerge it in the water, and what does it bring? Riches or good? I know my Indian festivals and culture. Not all of it, but I'm pretty proud of myself. I remember these. Well, I did reactions, I think, to both. Because I remember I did the reaction and they had that statue they carried to the water and then submerge it. And I thought it was supposed to bring luck or wealth. Well, if it's luck, we need that now, don't we? If it's luck or good isn't it? Or good fortune. we don't need it in monetary, right? But we need it we need good fortune, just bring us good vibes or whatever you want to say, good karma, all that. We need all that now. I think I'm going to have to get me a Ganesh statue and just submerge it to bring some good fortune over here. So I can have hair, look very beautiful, pretty town, fans of Hrithik Roshan. And during, see, Allison, you was on my good side all day today, except from the beginning. She was bringing all the, we're in this together, and I was like, see, we can be friends, Allison, and then she has to ruin it. That's your problem, Allison, enjoying the stream but missing my eye candy. Then she has to go and say stuff like that. Let me go back to booting her. There are many restrictions on festivals which have to follow, especially oh yeah, because you can't gather like you did. So this year we can't go to anyone's home. And the brother and sister thing, that has me thinking, because I'm like, so this was my theory though too. And I read it because we have, I don't know where, different parts of the world, but we, like, especially India, is the temperature always around the same? I don't know, because y'all close to the earth or the equator. Is it warmer there all year round? Or do you ever have, well, in some places, right, where it's mountainous, you have like colder seasons, but here we definitely have like all 4 seasons. And, in the fall, winter is definitely cold season, snows and stuff here. And we definitely have, and during that time, they call the flu season, So, and during that season also is Thanksgiving, Christmas, like all the big holidays that we celebrate here. So this year, I feel like the holidays are going to be very different too. Are we going to have get-togethers with family? Like, I mean, we would have huge different, like it would be like me and my sister and her family and my family and my parents, and then even our husband, like her husband's family would join. It would be we get together on these holidays. But this year, I'm like, I don't see that much happening like it does before, Especially I felt like during the flu season, it's going to be worse. Although today, the WHO, World Health Organization, I don't know if you saw it, came out and they said this virus isn't like the regular flu, which has actual season, that they're saying, which I'm like, how are you going to know that now? It's not even the fall season. How do you know that? But they're saying like, it's one of those weird ones. It don't care what the weather is. We'll see. That's what they're saying. Time will tell. But if it does get bad during that flu season, like even worse than it already is, we're definitely not gonna be able to have those kind of get-togethers. So yeah, I mean then I'm gonna be depressed. Oh, I know, no, I have to keep a positive look. Allison told me that. Ex-girlfriend, that's why. What? Somebody gave me monies. Who is that? Matab. What is that? 39. Matab. Is that monies? What did he give me? I don't even know what that is. Thank Matab. I even missed it. Oh. Y'all shouldn't give me money. I feel I'm just going to want to donate it now, because I'm like, everybody's having a hard time now. I said that before because they was giving me money on TikTok. I'm like, everybody's having a hard time now. Well, thank you. That was sweet. That was so sweet, Maham. But I want y'all to save your monies, because it's going to be hard times. I mean, it already is hard times. But thank you. That was, I don't even see when y'all do that too. I get a little embarrassed because I'm like, oh, it makes me a little, is my face red? You can even say I got a little face red. I get a little embarrassed. Thank you, Mahab. That was sweet of you. I know it just shows that y'all care and want to donate. You know what y'all can get me? I'm like, now I just said don't get me nothing, and it makes me embarrassed. And then I'm like, y'all know what you can get me? I want one of those masks, because I know there ain't no mask like that here, where they got the fan in it, like Vicky was telling me about. Y'all want to send me something? That's what y'all. Give me one of those fans with the mask fan. That's what I want. I just said, don't send me nothing. Don't give me my. Maybe with Mahab's donation, I can go get me one. It might even say, oh wait, I'm calling Mahab. Is it Matab? I'm even saying he gave me donations, and I'm saying is that take your money back, Matab. Take it. I'm not even getting your name right here over here, and I'm saying. All right, where am I at? Look, poor Matab. He's giving me, and I'm getting even his name wrong. You should just take it back, Matab. Matab, take it back. I said your name wrong. I ain't even getting it right. But I do want one of those masks with the fans. I think it's Vicky. Has anybody else seen these masks with the fans? I can see the earbuds, but a fan and a mask? I just can't picture that. Okay, Disney found a new voice. Oh, he's still going about that. The Rushy Taylor Muppets. If y'all don't know, Muppets is full of knowledge. I can always ask Muppets one of the entertainment knowledge too, and he will know it. Amanda is so talented. Amanda, mom, is so talented. What did she say? Suggestions about mint. I don't understand. Pabria, what did Pabria say? I must have missed something. Because I jumped ahead because Matab gave me some monies that I'm going to buy the fan mask. I was feeling a bit down too, Amanda, but your live stream. Oh, even. I'm glad, Allison. And you know what? The truth is, I should have went on last week, even though I'm feeling down, because y'all talking to y'all also cheers me up. That's what I mean. I shouldn't use that as excuse like, oh, I didn't go live, I was down, because live, like talking with y'all and my friends around the world and just hearing them from y'all and knowing you're okay. Number one, like knowing everything. And Pabria, last time I didn't even get to see because his dad was in an accident. Like I want to catch up. Is your dad doing better, Pabria? Because I know he's in that car accident. Like it also, you're right. I shouldn't ever use that excuse being out, because y'all cheer me up too. This is a two-way relationship. As much as you think I just come on here just to cheer you up and Matab gives me monies, it ain't for that. I need y'all just as much. Like you having a week with y'all, so I need to just keep that in mind when I'm down and like, no, I don't want to go. I'm down, because I do. Y'all all cheer me up too, and I love y'all. I do, and I appreciate it, and I'm thankful you come and talk to me, because we're all in this together. As Allison's been saying a lot of good points when she hasn't been saying some other stuff that we ain't gonna repeat. Ashwarya Raya family admitted to their own. Oh, they had their own hospital. Well, that's what happens, huh? When you got that money. So, do you have a spidey sense? I do, Mr. Carius. I got a spidey sense. I am. Oh wait, I'm not so much a neat freak. I'm a clean freak. Like it don't have to be neat. Look, I got stuff stacked places. It's not neat. Like I'm not neat and orderly but I like it has to be clean. Even if it's a little messy, it has to be clean. I like a clean place. I don't like dirt. No. Or like food, especially food crumbs and stuff, that'll bring bugs, and I don't want no bugs up in the house. Wait a minute. Isn't that was sweet, Allison? I know. I'm gonna get with any donations I get from YouTube. Matab, I'm just telling you. Matab, you know what I'm gonna do with it? I'm gonna have to track down this fan mask. I'm so interested in this. Y'all still haven't told me if you know about these fan masks. Am I real behind on comments? Let me see. T just said 7 month is a Hindu calendar, the only holy month. So many festivals. Oh, so next month is a holy month. India don't eat. Oh, the whole month? You don't eat meat. You don't eat non-veggie. Yeah, so you don't eat meat the whole month. So, hi, Anaran. Good luck, Rashid. Pabria. Yeah, end of the festival. We submerged. See, look at me knowing this stuff. I'm proud of myself. Are y'all shocked I know about that? Would you like, do I like bring out some knowledge and you're like, great? Look at Amanda knows her stuff. Do y'all say that? Like, oh, I'm impressed. Do I ever impress y'all? That's what I want to know with my knowledge, at least. All right, where am I at? I got to catch up. Good fortune equals good. That's right. Good equals, see, yes, fortune equals to good vibes equals to good life. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. We need to submerge all those that we can because we need some good vibes, good fortune, good life. We need that right now. In India, we have 3 prominent seasons: summer, rainy, and winter. So you do have rainy, it gets cold. So during the winter, is it like, would you say it's the flu season? And y'all numbers is it winter now? Like, when are your winters? Because I know, or is that below the equator? Oh, that's probably below when y'all are above. Look at me. Look, I know, I just said impressed with my knowledge. I'm a scientist and can't even remember, like, wait, where's their winters and where's their, now look at me. I shouldn't, this is what happens when I brag. This is what happens. In India, yeah, sharing ex-girlfriend, Kareena Kapoor. Well, emotionally speaking, I'm stuck in a right. You see, we got to get out of the being stuck in Mr. Carey's. We got to get in better moods because there's nothing we can do about it. We can stay home, be depressed, and what's that going to do? We're still going to be at home, right? This doesn't mean if being depressed, a pandemic goes away. No, we have to get out of that. I tell this, I know it's hard because I even get into those ruts, but we got to get out of it. But most parts of India is warm and hot. Okay. India, in every region, snow in north, desert region. So in the different regions, like we have the south, which still gets cold, but not as cold. It doesn't snow. So it's kind of like the same. Your name's wrong is your unique style. Be proud of it. It's true. If y'all know me, you're not going to get everybody's name wrong. Make portable air conditioners. Forget about fans. Make a portable air conditioner that's getting ridiculous. Don't you think, Mr. Karras? He wants a portable air conditioner in his mask. Then that's gonna cost something. Because then what is it gonna be? Freon based? No, we can't be doing that. Ralph the Dragon, hi. Priya's talking about the smell. The suggestion of mint. See, that's how far I'm behind on comments for Bria. I gotta catch up. Where am I? That's what he's talking about, the mint. Wait, where am I at? Wait, there it is. I was talking about, yes, the mint suggested that's why it gets bad when I try to catch up on comments and then forgot what I said. And Mohammed Rafi, Vicky, I don't know, who is that? New movie. There's lots of new movies 2021, but many here have been getting pushed back. Like Mulan was supposed to come out. Not in 2020, not in 2021, this year. Remember, it was supposed to be coming out. And then now Disney took it off the slate and was like, just to be announced. We're not moving it back anymore. It's just to be announced now, Mulan. So all these movies say they're coming out in 2021. We'll see. Sounds like real portable air conditioners. My dad is feeling a little bit better. Okay, good. But his right side body is still in pain and his wounds are not healing fast. Oh, yeah, because diabetic. Even age, I know I've had some injuries in my 40s when I'm like, how is it taking me this long to get over this? Because age already, but diabetes, being like diabetic also, I know how that's even slower to heal. Well, I wish him well, thinking of him for Bria. Send him my good thoughts and vibes and all that. And keep me updated. Keep me updated, because I was like wondering about it. Like, it'll just, you know how you're like just doing stuff in the pop of your head. I'm like, how's Bria's dad? It happened. So definitely keep me updated. Vicky, you have a special orders, shops and say company. Oh, you have to make, there's special orders, Vicky said. And they make fan masks, but you have to buy in bulk, like 10. That's all right. Well, I know 9 other people who would like a fan mask. I will get 10. Vicky, I gotta get these details. But I bet shipping's gonna be real expensive. I bet that'll be real expensive, the shipping, huh? Savan month is going to be in 2 weeks now. Where am I from? Isn't that Carrie Matina? Ain't that like a TikTok YouTuber? I mean, it's probably not the same one. I'm from the US, America. Like now with everything going on, like before when Obama was president and stuff, people were like, I'm from America. Oh, Obama and da-da-da, like you were proud. Now when you say it, since the last 4 years, and we had different leadership, and then now we're the biggest. We have the most cases of COVID, and people now. I'm like, I'm from there. Like it is. Ain't that sad that you feel like that about your country? Like they ask like that. I'm like, I'm from America, or I'll say I'm from America, and you have to follow up. I'm like, but I'm not one of like I don't support Trump, and I think the virus is real, and I wear a mask, and I, like you have to follow up now. Either you're embarrassed or you have to follow up. Like I'm not one of those Americans. I'm not one of them. It's sad that it's like that you have to like say that. I'll tell you about everyone I know that there's a person from America who gave me a funny name. That's true. Fabria knows well how that's part of my charm. Even Fabria, and this ain't even just like names from India or other countries that have different languages. I mess up even American names. That is not I do. I mess up even English words and American names. This isn't just me messing up like foreign names or stuff like that. No, this is all the time for Bria. Dangerous flood in North India. Oh, it's winter in Australia right now. See? It's below the equator's winter, right? How do I not know this? My mind's blank on it. I'm like, I should be knowing this. With different parts of the world when they're in winter, and it's because of the tilts and the southern parts away. But I had went blank. So India's not in winter right now. They're in the flooding. I mean, we have that. Right now, Florida, one of the epicenter. It is. It's Florida's not even the epicenter of this virus for our country. Florida's the epicenter of the virus for the entire world. Like it's the most escalating case for the entire world. Florida is the epicenter. And right now, there's a hurricane coming that way. So on top of all of this, we have to think of the flooding and the natural disasters that could, like what is happening if a terrible hurricane hit in the middle of coronavirus? It's like, it makes you think everybody's like 2020. I'm like, this is signs like end of the world kind of sign. Like that's that's my anxieties. You got to get that out of my head. But that's the kind of stuff that I'll start getting anxious about. I don't want to hear about Hrithik Roshan's girlfriends. What I'm impressed about you, Amanda, is that you made a community of all these people around the world. You never even met them, and they all love. Oh, I mean, I just love. It's not that I try to make that. I just love getting to know people from everywhere. I do. I want to hear about people from around the world and learn about their culture. And when I do, especially like in India, I learned a little bit about that. And then I was just, for me, it became too, I fell in love with it. I'm like, oh, I just love everything about it. So it's me learning from them too. It's not them just loving me. I mean, I love them too. And I love to learn from them. But look, I'm going on the red on this. I got to wrap. I've been online an hour and 40 minutes. My computer's about to die. I told y'all I'm gonna make it up. Remember I had to leave early last time? I was like, I'm making it up. And it's almost 2 hours and my computer's about to die. So let me hurry and get through the rest of the comments. Not every reader follows the okay, holy month. Don't tell her. Okay, so because that's Hindu, right? I know they got in India, it's like the Muslim. It's the two religions, Muslim and Hindu. So so which one? It's every Hindu region. Hindu. Oh, so even Hindu, not all even if you're Hinduism, even not, it just depends on the region. Some Hinduism. Did I say that right? Hinduism, right? That sounds right. So it's even in that religion, some different parts. I didn't know that. In India now, it's a rainy season. All right. Caught up. Are you? Who's asking that? No, Neha. I knew Neha was trouble. I told you how I got that. That's my spidey sense. I knew Neha was going to come up here and be trouble. Oh, thank you, Mr. Curious. You're going to make me cry. You know how I get sensitive. Don't make me cry. You know how I'll tear up. But I do. I care about all of y'all. And I'm glad you all can be friends too and talk together. Vicky Rick refused Hollywood. Does Mr. Amanda want to volunteer? There goes that. Always Allison ruin a good moment. Always you can bet on Allison to ruin a good moment, can't you? Where am I at? I'm gonna skip over Allison's. Real Karen is here or a fake ID. See, I knew that name. That was the guy who ain't he Carrie Monta, a YouTuber. I watched Face Off. Oh, with John Travolta and what's his name? Nicolas Cage. That's a good movie. I find it very weird that Australians celebrate Christmas in the summer. Because it's our summer, right? But it's their winter. Is that why? Oh, no, wait. No, so they do it in spring, but it's at the same time. Where do I even bring spring in? They do it in summer, but it's their summer during December. That's why. I'm already confused. Y'all getting me more confused. Oh, I'm almost in the comments because I got to wrap it up. Are you talking about, see the Nicolas Cage? I love that movie. It was a good one. There was a movie 2012, soon to be 2020. Stand Up a Man. Allison. I'm going to have to, can we learn this boot button right now? She knows I don't got no pants on. You're very genuine and warm and definitely, Aaron. I'm like tell the fake people. You're like a dog. Thank you, Ariane. Don't make me cry again because Allison will ruin it. With Mr. Amanda too. I know. I'm gonna have to do a weekend one when he's off, like in the mornings, like a Saturday morning our time or Sunday morning. Like, what would y'all like best? Best Princess Dika and Karina Keefe. Ariane is trying to say that not every Hindu follows. Okay. Well, I mean, that's probably what every religion. Like there's Catholic, like I'm officially, baptized the Catholic Church, but I sure don't agree with everything or follow everything they do. That reminds me of Rudolph and the Frosty Christmas in July. Shocked, is this real Carrie Monta? I think it is. Vicky said, real Carrie Monta came up in here. I think he was real Carrie Monta. Oh, the real Carrie Monta come up in here. I wonder if Carrie Monta subscribes to me. I know Neha isn't the real Carrie Monta. The real Carrie. Oh, I wonder why he just left like that. Why didn't he talk to real Carrie Monta? Y'all can go back and you be like, I wasn't you. Y'all go. All right, listen. This is y'all's job because we're going. But I need, I was looking at my stuff and I'm like, my subscribers they go really slow. They do. I'm like, how long I've been at 17,000? I mean, I shouldn't complain because I love my subscribers. I do. I love my subscribers and I appreciate. And 17,000 still a lot. Like that's a lot of subscribers to have. But I'm like, I want at least to have. What is it? My friend said at 30,000 you get special little things, and then at 100, that's what I do. I'm jealous because I want 100,000 to get one of those neat little plaques. That's selfish of me, isn't it? Anyway, I'm just saying. Am I saying no? It's not the real Carrie. Am I saying? And please, it's pronounced like Umalati. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say names right anyway. But they said it had a lot of subscribers. You don't think that was the real one? I'm gonna have to go back and look. But anyway, look, Ariane. Even if it's not, we're gonna say we think it is number one. And go tell your friends and say y'all gotta subscribe to Amanda. Because Carrie Monta even subscribes and comes to her lives. I'm just saying, Carrie Monta even subscribes. Look, we don't have to. They went and looked at their profile. They had millions of subscribers, 26 million or whatever. So we're just gonna say that they was here and that you should subscribe to me because he was at my life. How about that? Done. Don't even try to argue. That's the end of conversation. Stream for another one. No, I can't. My computer's gonna die. I do. That is it. That plaque. That's what I'm jealous of it. I want one of those plaques for Bria. Is that selfish of me? In times like this, hard times, people are struggling and fighting viruses. I'm over here like, why don't I have a plaque? That's selfish of me? I shouldn't be that way, but I still want one. All right, y'all. I'm for real. Gotta go. I'm for real. Ariane. Oh wait, isn't a nine? Look, Bria will catch up Ariane how I say everybody's name wrong. It sounds like it looks like an Anaran, or is it Anaran? And I'm definitely going after Allison's comment. I'm definitely got Allison. That's the she's already at her limit today. You're talking about Mr. Amanda. Happy Soul. Oh, and Vicky. So spread the word. Say I need to get to 100,000. Amanda needs a plaque. And I'll be back next week. I will. We'll have another long chat. And until then, stay safe. Help each other get through this. Like Allison said, we're all in it together. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try every day. Go back videos every day. I didn't even get to talk much about Umbrella Academy 2. I feel like today I'm gonna have to do a review of it, just its own little review, because I didn't get to talk much about it. But until then, I love you guys. Stay safe. Be healthy. And I'll be exercising next week. This booty might be smaller, but Allison still ain't gonna know because I'm still not showing my outfit. So until next time, y'all. Bye. I miss you guys. Bye.